okay, it's not better than Son of Batman, but it's not worse either. What's up, what's happening? Welcome back to Doing Station, which is anything in animation, including TVs and movies as well. I'm your host, Justin Small. Welcome to my review of Batman vs. Robin as we continue through our DC Live Marathon. This is a direct sequel to Son of Batman. For those of you that don't remember that review, I really enjoyed Son of Batman. I thought it was a really good movie with just a few flaws. But now we have a follow-up that's bringing in more lore from the New 52 comics, specifically the Court of Owls. So there's a good bit to talk about with this one, so I have a pretty long written review here, so sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy. After Son of Batman, I was pretty interested in seeing how they continue this new Robin storyline in the New 52 canon. And after he was notably absent from Throne of Atlantis, it definitely had me a little bit worried that he got scrapped. But thankfully, the very next film following after it is a direct sequel to Son, so I went in with expectations around a higher tier. And after watching it, they were somewhat met. This is another pretty good Batman movie, but it's not quite as good as Son. Following the events of Son of Batman, Damian Wayne is still having difficulty coping with his father's no-killing rule. But when the secretive, fabled Court of Owls begins to descend on Gotham City, he finds himself pushing his father away as the mysterious Talon begins to transform him into the ruthless, bloodthirsty killing machine that he was originally meant to be. With the clock ticking and everything at risk, it's up to Batman to save both his city and his son. Most of the voice cast from Son of Batman returns for this next installment. Amara is still Batman, Maher's still Nightwing, Alan's still Damian, and McCallum is still Alfred. But I will say that once again, Amara is showing improvement as Batman, and he's growing on me the more he appears. Heck, I dare say he sounds outright badass in the final battle. In the final battle, he gets an incredibly good line. Then there's a few new arrivals. Renowned comedian Weird Al Yankovic as the Dollmaker. It does feel a bit more like a glorified cameo, but it's still cool to see him in here. Peter Onorati, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Jeffrey Mumford from SWAT as Draco, Griffin Gluck, Gabe from Lock and Key as young Bruce, Robin Atkins Downs Shinnok from Mortal Kombat Legends 4 Cage Match as Grandmaster, and Trevor Duvall, Rocket Raccoon from the Disney XD Marvelverse as Jack. The performances are all pretty good. Then there's the rest of the positives. Good storytelling, excellent animation, great fight scenes, a fantastic final battle, more PG-13 boundary-pushing violence, strong writing, great character development, terrifying villains in the Court of Owls. Like, these guys are scary as hell. Solid structure, brisk runtime, good pacing, and rewatchability that's up on the higher tier of the DC filmography. But what makes this one not better than Son is its one massive flaw. It is way too predictable. While the ending does do a good job at going a slightly less derivative route, most of this movie is able to be figured out from a mile away. Especially that so-called twist in the third act that was blatantly obvious and did cause eye-rolling. I won't spoil what it is, but I'll just say, from the very beginning of the movie, I was able to immediately figure it out. Like, it's not Phantasm bad, but it's still not very good. Also, not a huge issue, but this movie's title, while sounding cool, is technically a lie. I won't say why because that's a direct spoiler, but once you see it for yourself, you'll kind of understand. Like, the title does sound cool, but it doesn't really deliver what it says. Once you see the movie for yourself, you will understand better what I'm trying to say here. Overall, though, it's another pretty good film from the Batman side of the New 52 canon. While it may be predictable, it still delivers an enjoyable experience for a huge Batman fan such as myself. Final verdict for this movie is going to be a 7 out of 10. Yes, the same score I gave to Son of Batman. Not better than Son of Batman, but definitely around the same ballpark. So, yeah, another pretty good Batman film. So, I'm happy, I'm satisfied. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time when we dive into something really interesting. Because the next time we have probably one of the most surprising movies not only I've done for this marathon, but probably that I've watched this year. I'll tell you all about it next time when we dive into Justice League Gods and Monsters.
We cannot take it anymore. The time has come to go. Prepare to fight. We're ready for